Hi everyone, and welcome to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is a very beloved game of mine. I will be going through the one player mode, and I will be going through the competition after I've finished. But basically, this is the version of the game where if you get the original Sonic and Knuckles cartridge and you put the Sonic 3 cartridge inside of that on the original console, this is the game you would get. And it's sort of like this was the whole story behind it is that this is the game that was meant to be Sonic 3, but they had to release it in two separate parts. So you've got Sonic 3, then you have Sonic and Knuckles, and you could put them together to make the full game. Now the full game is more than simply just like the first one added the second one. There's quite a few bits like changed and a few bits added, and if you ask me, for like old school Sonic, this is like the ultimate old school Sonic game. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through it, and I will be explaining as much as I can, I suppose. I'm going to be doing 3 playthroughs because you've got 3 different characters selections. You've got 4 actually. You can choose either Sonic with Tails, Sonic by himself, Tails by himself, and Knuckles by himself. But I'm just going to forego the Sonic alone option. I'm going to do Sonic with Tails and Sonic alone. I'm not going to bother with that because they're basically the same thing. There isn't really any difference other than Tails isn't following you along. Then there's the Tails playthrough, which is mostly identical to Sonic's. They basically give him all the same stuff that Sonic has. The abilities are slightly different, and there's a bit of different stuff going on with the emeralds, but I'll get to that when I can. And then the Knuckles playthrough is like a separate story. It's got pretty much the same levels, but there's a lot of variation going on. There's a lot of like tweaks and edits and different routes and different like boss patterns and stuff. So I plan to go through that. Now, one feature that they carried over from Sonic 3, the original Sonic 3, is the fact that you have a save system. So Sonic 3 had a save system with 6 slots. So that's 2 of each of the combinations because you couldn't play as Knuckles. And Sonic 3 Knuckles you have 8, which is still 2 for each of the combination of characters that you can choose from. Main difference in this one is that in the Sonic 3 and Knuckles it also saves your life and continue count, whereas in Sonic 3 it would just save your position and your emeralds. But here it saves all that stuff as well. And then you play through each level linearly, and then once you completed the game gives you the option of then going back and selecting whatever level you want. But let's just get to it. There's also a no save option where you just play without making a save file, but whatever. Okay, so first up is Sonic. And the game kicks off at the end of Sonic 2. Sonic's got all the emeralds. Jumps turned into Super Sonic. But oh, never mind. Knuckles jumps out and steals all the emeralds because Knuckles is not a very nice boy. But anyway, yeah, Angel Island's on. This is the first level of Sonic 3 / Sonic 3 Knuckles. Sonic's special ability is, he hasn't got much, but his own special ability, he can do like this air attack. So when you're in the air, well, Tails killed that monkey for me. Thank you very much, Tails. You can press the button again, and it will do like an extra attack. It's also a bit of a shield as well. Oh, what's happened to the music? Oh well. Anyway, through here we got our first special stage of the game. This is how you get the Chaos Emeralds. Right, so the way that you have to clear all the blue spheres in order to get the emerald. Now, if you can surround a bunch of blue spheres in red spheres, you turn them into rings, and whenever you collect a blue sphere, it turns into a red one. If you collect a red one, that's it, you lose. You get kicked out. The ones with the stars there, they bounce. You bounce off them. And if you collect every ring in a special stage, you get to continue. The first one's very straightforward, right? So I could just do a little bit of weaving here. It does speed up over time. Right. If you collect all the rings, you get an extra continue, which I'm not going to make a thing of doing, but I'm going to demonstrate it for the sake of demonstration purposes, I suppose. If you are going for the emerald, though, it does mean that you need to be careful with how you take care of these blue spheres, because if you end and you still have a... Oh, well, I guess that's the continue. Perfect. Yep, and it speeds up. If you still have like a square of blue spheres left, when all the other rings are when all the other blue spheres are cleared, that means you can't pick up the rings, because you'll clear the stage before you'll clear the stage before the before all the rings appear. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I get life for all that, and I gotta continue. But I'm not going to be using continues because, yeah. Yeah, but if you don't know, like, basic Sonic rules, so, like, you know, you can jump. Whenever you're in a ball, you can hit an enemy rather than them hit you. I missed that thing there. Also, you could press down and whatever the button is you're using, you can get the spin dash. All very classic stuff. I'm just going to demonstrate here. We've got this bubble shield here, so yeah, Sonic in Sonic 3 Knuckles, each the shields have different elements, so it's not. Oh, hold on, I know what's going on with the music, I think. Oh yeah, never mind. It's only because I've only got one headphone in. Never mind. Yeah, so Sonic can use the shields to his advantage. So the shields have like a protective element to them. So water in this case protects you from drowning. There was stuff there I missed, but whatever. There's the electric shield that protects you from electricity, and also acts as a magnet to the rings. The fire shield protects you from fire and lets you like do a dash. Well, lets you do a dash forward with Sonic. The lightning shield lets you jump with Sonic. Anyway, if you have so many rings at the end, or when you collect a checkpoint, you enter one of 3 special bonus stages, not special stages, bonus stages, and these are just for like collecting rings and stuff. So this is reminiscent of the special stages from Sonic 1 and Casino Night from Sonic 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose all my rings here because I've got 3 Robotniks. But yeah, it's just a case of trying to get as many rings as you can. I'm not too fussed about these. Yeah, and when you hit the floor like that, they change colour and they turn into gold, which is like it causes you to leave. So the bonus stages, that bonus stage in particular is from Sonic and Knuckles, and there's another one from Sonic and Knuckles as well, and there's one from Sonic 3. But anyway, let's go this way, and we have our second. Missed the thing there. Second special stage. I'm not going to make a thing of getting all the rings, but I will try to describe how to do it. On this one, there's it's all of the rings, all of the blue spheres are in a rectangle, like in their own rectangle. Apart from there is one set which is this one here. So if you want to get all the rings, you have to leave this set till last, because these are the only ones that don't produce rings. Yeah, and just to demonstrate, if you hit these ones, you bounce off. There's also a yellow sphere which I haven't come across yet, where you hit it and you just like do a big jump forward. Some really tricky levels with those. Also, if you enjoy these special stages, which I think they're good, you can play many of them on... if you combine Sonic & Knuckles with Sonic 1, or maybe just any other Mega Drive game, you get a game called Blue Sphere, which is just a ton of those levels. The game didn't really originally have a name as far as I'm aware. It was like a secret Easter egg until the Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube actually named it Blue Sphere. Right. You may have noticed the music is slightly different. That's a bit of a glitch at the moment. I think that's not meant to happen until Act 2. Anyway, we're nearly up to the boss. Notice that set of that random set of stones there? How peculiar. They're just there for absolutely no reason. Yeah. When I was a kid, I figured out what they were for because, well, I played Sonic and Knuckles before Sonic 3. Yeah, Fire Shield makes this easy. So this boss will just shoot out fire and then like little projectiles. Yeah, dead easy. And that's Act 1 cleared. Act 1 always has a boss at the end, like a mini boss. And then when you get to Act 2, the music changes. You get like a remix, and the whole it's quite interesting setup. Whether they do that, okay. This one, yes. So if you want to get the, this is like a long path with several different like rooms in it. Some of the rooms have the squares in, some of them don't, but the last room has a square in it. So if you want to get all the rings, you have to, like the path where there's two, like these paths here, you have to like jump over one of them so you can then go back and collect it after you've gotten all of the squares cleared. Yeah, obviously a 2x2 square isn't going to produce any rings because there's no blue spheres trapped inside. There you go. Yeah, so if you want to get all the rings, you have to you have to make sure that you jump over one of the blue spheres to get over, to then clear out the square and then go back and get the other one. Yeah. So Sonic with the fire shield, you can like dash forward, but you land in water and the fire shield is gone. Yeah. There is a secret up there, I believe. You know what? I'm going to give it a go. I don't think there's anything worthwhile, but you can very slowly jump up here. Tails can fly over. Oh, well, there's a life. Yeah, so Sonic 3 Knuckles, it uses the soundtrack from Sonic and Knuckles. So there's a few themes where they differ in music, like little jingles and stuff. And so they opt to use the Sonic and Knuckles variation. So the whole like invincibility theme and the like the mini boss theme and the life theme. And I definitely prefer the Sonic and Knuckles variations of that. Oh. I will get to show the other bonus stages probably, but I'm not going to really make a thing of them. Is there anything down here? I don't think so. A bubble shield. I don't often go this way. Right. Well, we do get a bonus stage, a special stage rather if we do. Yeah, this one's fine. If you want to get the, there's a bit of jumping involved between some of the different parts of it, I think. But if you want to clear out all the rings, what you need to do is, oh, hold on, here we go, look. Jump, jump. Yeah, so there's like a big square of blue spheres in the middle. So you're best trying to get that early if you want to get all the rings. It's not so much a square, but it is like a big, like solid shape. Yeah, so this lot here. think this is the last of them. Which, you know, this is going to make a load of rings, so if you want to get all the rings, you've got to do this first. Yeah, there you go. The reason I'm not getting the rings is because the only thing they provide is like points and continues and lives and stuff. And I really don't need anything of the sort. No, I can't quite make it. Gotta go this way. Also, just a little tidbit: the yellow springs don't bounce you as high as the red springs do. Is this a different one? Let's have a look. I can't remember. You can tell... Oh, no, it's the same one again, or whatever. You can tell which one it is. I've never heard anyone talk about this, but you can tell which one it is by the colour of the colour of the stars that are flying above it. So like there's red, orange, and white, and I forget which one's which. But it depends on how many rings you've got when you collect the checkpoint. Oh. Yep, and this is the holding right bit. I'm going to have our first Robotnik fight, which is going to feature my favourite Robotnik theme. Tails struggling to keep up there. What you doing? Oh, look, there's Robotnik. Okay. And he's going to start off by destroying this bridge. How dare you? Yeah. So, we're immune to his attacks because of the fire shield. I don't want to dash though, because I don't want to... Okay. So, Tails can be quite annoying sometimes. Because... the boss will have invincibility for him, so if you jump into the boss when Tails has hit them, yeah, that happens. You can go through. Yeah, I didn't want to dash because you can dash with the fire shield. I didn't want to dash in case, you know, I fell into the pit there. Yeah, very simple first Robotnik fight. Oh, look at that, it's Knuckles again, causing havoc. Ah. Let's go over to the left. Right. Hydrocity Zone, or is it Hydro City? It's quite a big debate. I fall on the side of Hydrocity, but I wasn't always on that side. I used to say Hydro City, and then I sort of just stopped, I guess. I just thought, oh, I suppose Hydrocity makes more sense. Before like the whole debate thing kicked in. But it's one of the better water levels in the series, I think. Oh, yeah, gotta get the, Tails? What do you think you're playing at? Tails? Alright. That doesn't often happen, but Tails had to go and hog the bubble there. Gotta say, Tails isn't usually this much of a nuisance. He's not much of a helper normally, but he's usually not this much of a nuisance. Playing with Sonic alone is very much favoured as a strategy for Sonic 2, because whilst you can play as Tails, there's no like additional abilities, but Tails is actually missing out on the benefit from the emeralds. He doesn't get a super form, so Sonic is actually better. But Tails, if you have Tails following you, then the special stages are harder because they require more rings. I do not like those special stages, and I'm glad that they're different in this game. But yeah, Bubble Shield, don't have to worry about running out of air with the Bubble Shield. Very groovy level, very groovy music. Ba, 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 da. Oh, okay. Electric shield would be nice, but the thing is you're going to be going into water a lot in this level, so I'm not like bothered about it. Okay, let's kill you. Shall I? Oh, but never mind. It's too late. It's gone. I like the parallax scrolling they've got with the water effects there. They didn't have that in the earlier Sonic games. In like 1 and 2. I've actually got like a... It actually makes it look 3D. Tails, you can take that. Yeah, 100 rings gets you a lovely life. Get a life. I'm not a gamer because I have no life, because I choose to have many. Now, is there a... There is. Okay. Going through them pretty quickly. Is this the... This one's got... Yeah, so this one's got a few corner bits there. So I think you have to save these till last if you're going for the rings. I'm not. You can jump over them, but... Oh. You can jump over the bouncy ones. It's a bit quicker, but it's a bit riskier. I'm not bothered. It can be a little bit of a maze, this one, sometimes. But you do actually have to jump over those red ones there. These can be quite daunting, I must say, you know. Just because of the speed up. And sometimes, if you don't know where you're going, like right now I don't know where I'm going, it can really start to speed up quite a bit. But I think this is the last, the last batch here. 4 3x3 grids, yeah. Yeah. And as you can tell, you can only turn 90-degree angles and on the corners as well of the squares, so you can't just like stop and turn around. You actually have to go with the flow, I guess. But that's 5 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds already, I know. Okay. Oh, well, I missed the thingy. Right. Funny story. There's actually a glitch on the music of the Sonic 3 version of this boss fight, because I think it plays this music here when this music isn't in oh well, that was fast. The music isn't in the original Sonic 3, but it is for that fight. But yeah, the idea there is he keeps going round, and then when he jumps on the spinny thing, he'll just like spin the water around just so you hang around in the water for a bit, I guess. But the idea is you just like jump over him until and then when he's preparing to do that, that's when you hit him. Okay, I just want to see Act 2. Yep. Music is more elaborate. As you go over here, you'll be able to see it looks a bit different as well. That life there in the original Sonic 3 is a spring. They actually made that bit a bit easier. Okay. Also, you may notice I'm playing the original version, so this is like what would be on the Mega Drive / Genesis originally. The one that's on like the Origins collection. Hold on, is this different one? Is it the same one again? Oh, all right. Well, it's the same one again. Yeah. So the orange stars is this one. Yeah, the R panel changes the rotation. Bum, bum, bada, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, don't hit that spring or you can be sent quite a bit back. That was a life for 100,000 points. There is actually a way to farm lives in this game. I have to say, hold on. Now, am I remembering this correctly? No. Okay. Yeah, you can farm lives in this game. There's one of the levels about halfway through, the end of the Sonic 3 section, where you can spawn enemies infinitely, and you can get them to just, like, fly right into your spin dash attack, and it causes a big combo, so you gain loads of lives. Right, okay. Well, I'll wait for these platforms now. Okay. Now these platforms, you step on them, and because they're spinning round, it's quite a common thing you'll see in this game sometimes. Platforms that spin, when you stand on them, you'll spin on the spot, or you'll like spin round, so you don't really get the ability to move, as it were. You're sort of stuck. You have to jump off in order to get off it. You can't just walk off. No, I think that's the same one again. Trust me, there are 3 variations. That's the slot machine one. There's the slot machine one, there's the gumball machine, which is on Sonic 3, and then the other one that was in Sonic & Knuckles is the electrical ball one. Let's break through here, and oh, and then Knuckles gonna show his face again and send us down here. Alright, well, here we are. Oh, that's a different one, that's white. Yeah, so this is the gumball machine. So here you can sort of like jump back and forth to change the gumball machine. It brings out different items, and you can like there, collected an electric shield. Utterly pointless because I'm going to lose it as soon as I exit here. In fact, the water shield would have been very nice to have. Being able to bounce would have been really nice, but I think I'm going to run out. Okay. Fine, whatever. I've got no shield. That magnet was that ring was attracted to me for like the half a second I had a water shield. But the water shield makes this one a lot easier. So Robotnik will come down, pick up some water. Of course, Tails causing some invincibility frames there. Yeah. We'll try and suck you up into that. And you can use this to jump up and hit him in the air. Or you can also hit him by using these explosions and sort of aiming directly at him, if you can do it. Yeah, and then sort of like staying away from this whirlwind thing. I do love this music though. Ba-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Almost forgot Sonic can just about hit him with the shield, I think. I think I did just then. Well, I'm not doing a very good job of it. Okay, there you go. $400 points. Thank you, Tails, for effectively causing me to lose over 100 rings. Funny story about this level, Marble Garden. When I first encountered this game, it wasn't actually. I tell you, the first place I encountered Sonic 3, it was on it was at a ride at Alton Towers, and there was a giant. One of the rides, there was like a giant Sonic statue playing Sonic 3, and it was on this level. I very vividly remember it because I remember looking at it like going, "Oh, I can't wait to get that game and play it." I'm not a fan of this level. I'm not keen on it. Lots of a bit of fidgety stuff. You get the spinny tops, which we'll see soon, which I call them Beyblades. You get quite a few of these things. Strange route. I can't get up there. Interesting. What? Oh well. Yeah, also, interesting thing about the title cards as well. With the... Something I learned just recently, the title cards for the levels, the font that they use, they changed the M. So it is a set font that they use, but the M, for some reason, they did a different M. So the M for the Marble Gardener looks different. Yeah, you get these fake spikes. They're actually enemies you can bounce off of. Like there. And you sort of can see the difference by looking at them. Okay, that doesn't normally happen. Oh well. I guess it's happening today. Yeah, it's little things like that as to why I'm not keen on this level. Oh yeah, the shields do sometimes bounce off like little projectiles. Right, now I don't know what's causing that to happen. I don't know. It is a bit precarious. Now I don't think... I will double check, but I don't think there's a... Hold on. No, you gotta look out for like random... Oh, jeez. You gotta look for like, random like gaps in the wall that you can go through. That's where the special stages are. That's where most of the special stages are. Some of them are just sort of like hanging out in the air that you can't really reach. Not Sonic, at least. Or rather, you just have a big trouble trying to. Don't particularly want the fire shield. There is a bit of fire in this level, is there? I think so. Anyway, I call this the Beyblade, because I did it as a kid, because Beyblades went around when I first played this. Yeah, you jump on this thing, oh, and you fly off. But I really like the graphical style of this game. I really like if you look at the background there, if you look at this, it's got some very slight parallax scrolling elements. I am a big fan of that. Okay. Anything over there? No. Right. Yeah, so the whole double jump thing here, that's just a Sonic thing with the electric shield. No, nothing over there. But that's the type of place you've got to check. Just randomly exposed walls. Yeah, okay, so these are what makes these quite awkward is like, they go up and down, but, oh, well, there's one there, I guess. Right, which one's this? Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe shouldn't have done that. So this is basically like multiple of the same room over and over again. And they've all got those like big squares in. And you've got to like go through the smaller squares to like find your route to get to them. The problem is though, is that because it's everything's very repetitive, it's very hard to know exactly where you are, so you can go into the same room multiple times, and if you clear out the blue spheres, you might find yourself in a situation where you have to jump over a set of 2 at the same time, which ideally you don't want to be in that situation, but it can happen. Okay, so have I cleared all the big rooms now? Maybe. Am I missing any? Oh, anything over here? No. Alright. Oh, let's readjust myself here. I'm skilled enough at these now. Okay, just 8 more. I'm skilled enough at these now that it's fine for me, but you still, no matter how good you get, you still have to like concentrate. Alright. Only one more Chaos Emerald to go. Yeah, it's a lot of points you get for a perfect. The continue is for 50 rings. It's the same in the right, yep, okay. So this I'm talking about. Okay, so if you get 50 rings in, it's not, well, in the bonus stage, if you get your 50th ring in the bonus stage, then you get another continue. But really there's only the one bonus stage. Oh, well, never mind. There's only the one bonus stage with that in mind, like that has that. Yeah, oh, I'm quite vulnerable now, I've got no shield. Yeah. Oh, man, so these are awkward because you have to move left and right to make them... Yeah, like that. I was trying to demonstrate it and I just lost all my rings in the attempt. Alright then, do I have to go off screen and then come back to make it respawn? Okay. Yeah, so when you run it goes up and you have to like let go for it to go down, but if you touch the ground it'll just shoot off in whichever direction you're facing. And you kind of need, the thing is there's these floors here where you need to use them, so this floor here you have to use the spinning top to break it. At the very least, if you get hit whilst you're on one of these, you won't lose your rings. Yep. Okay. Oh. Well, I needed to have broken through that, I guess. I think. Hold on. Maybe not. Okay, wait for that to go. No, I can just go through that. Alright, mini boss time. I have to say, I am happy that it uses the Sonic & Knuckles mini boss theme, because the Sonic 3 mini boss theme is so corny and cheesy. It's like, are we fighting a boss, or are we at a comedy show? Are we at an improv group? That's kind of how it sounds. All right. Sonic got through Act 1. Forget about Tails. He didn't do anything. If anything, he was a hindrance. Yeah. So Act 2. Yeah. So as you can see the background change. We've got like all these ruins now, and we also get these little pulleys, and the music gets a bit more. Sometimes the background music. Oh, hold on. Oh, and there's Robotnik. The background, the music that they use for Act 2, sometimes it's like more hectic and more like elaborate and stuff, and sometimes it's more minimal. And more like atmospheric, I suppose. Oh, and down we go. But yeah, Act 2 is full of all of these, like floor destruction. Floor destruction things. Right. Is this thing over here? No. I think that's the one I always check and it never is. To be quite frank, you might think with this being the game that I like so much I would have just memorized all the levels. That's not true. I honestly don't know most things. I just sort of I suppose some of it does become a bit of a habit, but yeah. I know there's like a box down here, I think. That's an enemy. No, not a box. A special stage. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the one where you get like the corners of the squares. So some of the squares have already filled in, and you've got to like get to the corner and like just clear out the corner. Right here. I will say I am a fan of these special stages. Right, I'm going to do it a bit risky here. So jump. I can't jump over there because I can't line it up properly. I have to go around. Oh, that way is not very feasible. Yeah, but the longer you take, the faster it gets. Can I go around this way? Okay, and over here, yeah. Whoa, okay. Oh, man. Oh, there you go. Well, that's the last of the Chaos Emeralds. You know what that means? Sonic got all the Chaos Emeralds. Tails didn't do anything. Sonic got them all. Which means Sonic can now be Super Sonic. Woo! Big thing. Now you might be thinking like, oh, hang on. Isn't this 2 games put together and yet you've already got like all the emeralds in the first set of levels? And the answer is yes. Anyway, more on that later, but as for now, to explain how Super Sonic works is once you get 50 rings, if you jump and then press like the button A, B or C, depending like, you know, just any jump button, and you turn to Super Sonic. So like this. And it is unfortunate, I think, that they use just the invincibility theme, whereas Sonic 2, you had its own special theme for Sonic, for Super Sonic. Problem with Super Sonic is that you are invincible. Well, that's not a problem, but when you're Super Sonic, you're invincible. You're fast. I mean, you can still get crushed, but you know, you're fast. You jump really high and everything, but you can't. Your rings are just being drained. All right. So if you look at my ring count there, it's going down. If it goes to 0, I'll turn back into regular Sonic, and I'll have no rings. So it is a bit of a risk. You might not necessarily want to turn into Super Sonic at any opportunity for that reason. Well, let's just... Come on. Oh. Alright. Hold on. I think I will check. No. Ah, yeah. So these things you have to like hit the third eye in order to be able to get them to open up. But I'm almost out of rings. It's not nice being Sonic with no rings. Oh, and there you are. I'm back at Sonic. Back at regular Sonic, and Tails died. Yeah, you could maybe just see there that that ring was like slightly different. Anyway, that's a strangely high up thing to attack. How unusual. I guess there's no significance of that being so high up. I guess we'll never know. Anyway, look who's back. What do you think you're doing here? Yeah. Yeah, the terrain starts moving at this point. You know, really though, it's not the terrain moving. Oh, hold on. This will be... Yes, it is. This is the other one. This is the... with the electric. So you gotta like... Well, just like use these, like shoot yourself off from them. You gotta time it right. So it's like you're shooting yourself off at the optimal angle. But you gotta think about like it is in 3D. The the ring bubbles do give you, like the ones that just like a picture of a ring, they do give you some rings, and how much rings can change. So, like that one there gave me 30. Also, you can't change into super form when you've got a shield. Like, look how many rings that thing gave me. A lot. Alright then. Oh, well, I guess I'll turn into super form. Alright, well this makes that it makes this boss a whole lot easier. So this boss you're meant to be quite careful. So you'll destroy the floor, and then Tails will carry you, and you have to sort of jump. Look at Sonic there. He'll approach like from different angles, and you have to like try and jump on him. But as Super Sonic, I can just fly into him. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bam. Yeah. Oh, this level. This is an infamous level for one reason, and it was something that many people were stuck on, myself included, for a long time. It's garnered quite a lot of infamy for that one reason. I should point out, I think I've mentioned before though, I got Sonic and Knuckles before I got Sonic 3, so things were a little bit different for me with regards to with regards to how I discovered things, I suppose. Yeah. You have a nice, lovely carnival. Happy carnival times. I should also mention that if you collect a big ring, as once you've already done all the special stages, the big ring, it will just give you oh dear, it'll just give you 50 rings instead. Right, yeah. Interesting platform, that one. You jump on it, it'll go down, and then you jump off it to make it go up a little bit. It's like you jump on it to inflate the balloons on it, I guess, or whatever it is. I don't know. It's an odd thing. But if I go in here and I collect this, 50 rings, because I've already got all the emeralds. Oh. Okay, well. I don't know if it's in Act 1 or 2. The thing. It might be in Act 2. Well, we'll see it soon enough. Oh. Yeah, don't want to be crushed by those things. You can be crushed even as Super Sonic, because the game doesn't want to account for you taking up, you existing in a space where an object is. So they just make it so that, yeah, being crushed kills you regardless. Okay. Oh, I guess it must be in Act 2, because here we have the boss. Interesting boss. You don't actually like attack this one directly. Rather, what you do is it will go around. It will shoot its little disc thing, and if you hit it, it'll expose itself. Oh, but you know what? There you are. You're invincible. Come on. There you go. Bam bam ba da bam bam ba dum bam. Alright then. Music is a bit more minimal on this one. much this music doesn't change much, but it just creates more like gaps between each part, I guess. And there's water now. No like extra nice water parallax scrolling on this level. I should point out that actually no, I won't yet. I'll save that till we're a few levels deeper. See if I can remember. Anyway. Oh. Alright. Oh, okay. I just have to jump out. Lots of bouncy things. Very much, the early Sonic games did tend to have like a level like early or halfway where it was based on, you know, having like lots of bouncy things like Spring Yard in Sonic 1 and Casino Night in Sonic 2. And then Sonic 3 Knuckles has Carnival Night. Yeah, so Tails can also mess that up as well. Oh. There's a shoot out of that. Yeah, the balloons. Balloons are nice and bouncy. I'm sure that's not how balloons actually work, but okay. Okay, oh. Now. Well, this isn't the bit, but as you can see, I'm moving up and down. Because you can do that, which is important to know for a bit coming up. Yep, bouncing back and forth, of course. Knuckles showing his ugly mug again, turning out the lights, as he does. He's not a very nice echidna, is he? Anyway, let's get down here. Oh. Well, I guess it's time for Supersonic then. Yeah, by the way, Supersonic doesn't have to also... with Supersonic you don't have to like spin to get the... you don't have to spin dash through the like the breakable blocks. You just sort of walk through them and break them that way. Although there are some blocks that are unbreakable, even with Supersonic. How strange that even Supersonic can't break them. You'll also notice that the blue balloons start flashing gold as well when you've got Supersonic. Because they use part of the same like colour set. Oh, game? Okay. Yeah, just going fast, like a Sonic the Hedgehog would. Honestly, I'd quite like those rings up there. But no, well. Never mind, I guess I'm not getting them. Oh, and the lights are back on. Now, look at this. Oh, we're trapped in this room. So I'm going to lose Supersonic. So what usually happens is people get stuck here because it's like, how can you go anywhere? You're trapped. But yeah, you have to press up and down to move this up and down. I and many, many, many other people got stuck here. But yeah, you press up and you press down. Some people, I've heard someone say like, oh, it turns out you have to like jump at it. And you can do that. Very difficult to do it that way, but you can do it that way. But I definitely would not recommend it. But it's one of those things where... Oh, alright then. I randomly shot up in the air there. The invisibility music does get very tiresome, I must say. You know what, just... whatever. Okay. Let's do it properly. Or not. What is going on here? Why did... I don't know why that shot me up in the air like that. Is this an alternate route? Well... maybe. Alright. Our echidna enemy shooting us up as per normal. Oh, here we have a boss I'm not fond of. At least with Sonic you can jump and attack with your shield like that. What he does is he comes down, he does like an electric thing, and he sort of like pulls you towards it. It's a very... yeah, and then he comes down to pick it up. That's when you're meant to hit him. Now, as Sonic, you can do like the air shield. I forget what it's called. Oh, thank you, Tails. The insta shield. That's it. And we get shot off into Ice Cap Zone. Very cool section here for Sonic. Sonic is the only one that gets this section because Tails and Knuckles just aren't cool enough. But yeah. You can jump here, but there's literally no point to it because all you do if you jump is you'll avoid some rings and then you hit that end there. And okay. This is a very well liked level. I'm not big on it, if I'm completely honest. It's nice. Music, it's quite nice. It's got a nice atmosphere to it. I'm just not a huge fan. It is one of the levels, it is rather home to an infinite scroll. There's a few infinite scrolls. I think there's at least one. Or maybe there's two in this level. So infinite scrolls, sometimes you get them in Sonic games where what will happen is you'll have a bit where you just keep falling down, and then the level will just repeat itself. Until you do a thing. So like you cycle back round. Down we go. Oh. Oh, well, I guess I can Supersonic. Keep forgetting I've got that. Yeah, so this is this infinite cycle bit. So what you have to do here is you have to push this and then use this to break some walls. Otherwise you just go around in circles, like you just fall, repeating the same areas over and over again. Careful, there's a hidden spring there. It can bounce you off. Alright then. And oh, we're outside. In the nice night sky. Okay. Easy as Supersonic. So this thing will just, you know, might as well let it demonstrate a bit. It'll go down. And it'll go down, it'll spin those around, and then it'll shoot them off. And it'll move up out the way a bit. And then the rocks will fall. Yep. When you've got Supersonic, it's easy. And the night turns into day. See, there's always a scenery change between Act 1 and Act 2. At least to some degree. Not so much in Carnival Night. You do get the lights going out. In Angel Island, you sort of have the the area getting set on fire, but that happened inside of Act 1. But yeah, we're outside now, and it's daylight. And the music is more minimal, with more like gaps and more atmospheric in it. More atmospheric in it? Right, more atmospheric in it. No, just more atmosphere in it. Do 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 do. We're back inside again. And oh, never mind. Yeah, the lightning shield can destroy those. Ooh, gotta be careful here. You're supposed to avoid this bit, but I fell into it. Oh, Dr. Robotnik boxes, they just hurt. If you collect them, they just hurt you. Very strange. They don't appear very often, but you do see a couple of them every now and then. What I found interesting though is there's no boss like about them. I thought there would be like a Robotnik boss where like the gimmick is that there's loads of those boxes around. But no, there's no such thing. As in any of the Sonic games I've played at least, which is all the main Mega Drive ones. Oh yeah, there's a whole like sanctuary of rings up there if you can get up there. But I wasn't able to. Alright, boss time. Alright, well, my shield isn't going to protect me here. Just having the double jump is nice. So the idea is he'll freeze you inside these little, like there. And yeah, I've lost my thing. And then so you're supposed to jump up. He's got that platform there that you're supposed to use to jump up and oh. Yeah. Well, let's just turn to Supersonic and just be done with it. And then he goes down and yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So, we're now on the final level of the Sonic 3 half of the game. And this is the part where you can farm for infinite lives. So here, you go inside here, and you just spin. Right? If you can do it at the right angle, at the correct angle, you'll spawn these infinitely. As you can see, they're giving you more points because you're building up a combo. And eventually, you'll be able to get lives from it. I don't know if it goes up any further than 1,000 points per spin, but you can do it. Alright, well, I'm not doing it, but just let you know that you can. That spinny thing there is another example of just like a weird physicsy thing that sort of, it becomes intuitive once you know it, but I imagine a lot of people struggle to understand what is actually going on there. Go, 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 go. That was very much a Sonic 3 thing. Like voice samples. I think it was the Michael Jackson thing, because I know he was involved in the game's music. But it's very much a Sonic 3 thing where you'll get noises like, whoa, and come on, and go, and all that. And I think the only one they kept for the Sonic 3 and Knuckles like combination is the goes in this thing. Okay. Right. So you break these monitors to move around these doors. Yep. Kill you, kill you. And we'll get shot off onto the side there. Nope. I've never really been huge into this level. When I think about it, it's like, no, I actually do like this level. I just don't like the music. I think the music is the low point of this level, but I think thematically and like mechanically, it's quite good. Okay, Supersonic it is then. The Supersonic can just like sort of like fly through things. Oh. Yeah, of course the springs make you bounce faster as well. Gotta be careful, you can still get crushed. Oh. Alright. Can't actually use the shield bouncy thing while as Supersonic. Still get the magnet attraction though. The electricity and vulnerability doesn't make a difference because I would be anyway Supersonic. Oh, that's a glitch. That's not meant to look like a black triangle. Oh well, missed the checkpoint. Fine. Dr. Robotnik, what are you doing with that random square? And of course it's Knuckles come to cause us trouble again. What is your deal? I don't know. Anyway, that building is collapsing. Banana. Funny thing, it still remains just like a wall. You can't actually walk off. But okay. Boss time. Yeah, so this thing, it just comes out and it just like spins its arms around. Whenever you jump, it goes up a little bit. It's just, if you don't have Supersonic, then yeah, it's a little bit more challenging, but I mean, having Supersonic just trivializes it entirely. Well done, Sonic. You got through Act 1. Alright. Yeah, so we've got all these pipes now. Yeah, so what I was going to say before that I actually held off on saying was that Marble Garden Zone is the only Sonic 3 level from the original Sonic 3 set without water. The rest of them have got water in them. Except for Marble Garden. But aside from Hydrosity, there isn't really like... I mean, Hydrosity is like a water level, but... Oh, you know what, I completely forgot about Supersonic then. Ah, right, yeah, so this bit here, if you hit that screen, that thing there, it will actually block off those two monitors with the rings in. Yep, just flying through at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Oh, gotta pick up that invincibility of Supersonic. Uh-oh. Well, we're nearing the end of this level. Now this last bit might be a bit awkward with Supersonic active. Okay. Just... Alright, okay. Random pole there in the way. Random indestructible blocks that even Supersonic can't break. Very, very random and interesting and not at all suspect. Alright, I believe this is the boss now. Alright. Again, if it wasn't for Supersonic, there's a strategy to this. He keeps shooting out like these black balls. So there's one at the top there, you hit him there, and then he shoots one at the bottom, and he just repeats that pattern and it'll go back and forth. But if you're Supersonic like me, you can just jump and attack, just do this. Yeah. Alright, okay, well, I revert back to Sonic and we're going to steal his little thing, and Tails is always going to try and jump in there and fail. Just nature of being Tails, I suppose. So, in Sonic 3, in the original Sonic 3, this would be the end of the game. Um, as you can see, the ship there is launching. So what we're going to have here is we're going to have another boss at the end of this. And what's interesting is that in Sonic 3, you get to the end of this, you'd fight the boss coming up. Right, as you'll see on this this platform here, there's a boss. I'll take care of this boss first, right? So, what you're meant to do, you know what, I'll turn to Supersonic, right? You're meant to like jump on him, and he'll go like up and down, and he'll slowly like he'll speed up when you hit him, but also he will lose his lasers. But I'm Supersonic, so I can sort of just like stand underneath or just like whatever. Yeah. Now, if you were playing the original Sonic 3, he'd come back with a different machine and you'd fight the final boss of Sonic 3. Now, in Sonic 3 Knuckles, you don't fight that boss as Sonic. It's, as far as I'm aware, it's the only thing in the game that they actually removed from the Sonic 3 Knuckles like full experience, I suppose. And this is when the game would end. You get the credits saying, well done, you've destroyed the final boss, you've done all this stuff. And now we go to the Sonic and Knuckles level. So this is Mushroom Hill, the first level of Sonic and Knuckles. But I'm going to end this part here. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Hold on. Okay. Bye.